What's going on, gamers of YouTube? It's your boy, the Universal Gamer. Welcome to my Sony E3 2015 press conference impressions video. Now, first, before I started off, you know how Microsoft always had the Spike TV stuff? I think they pay Spike TV to have their press conferences on there only. I wish all the press conferences was on Spike TV, but Sony did this year. They had theirs inside the movie theaters, like a lot of them, like thousands of movie theaters across the US. And I thought that was really sexy. And too bad I had to work that day, because I would have went. Because right after I watched Sony press conference, I had to freaking go to work like an hour and a half later. Like I was drained. I watched Microsoft press conference, and then after that I did some other stuff I had to do, and then watched Sony's after that. So I watched Microsoft's on Spike TV and typed notes on my laptop, but I was watching Sony's press conference on my laptop, so I had to type notes on my phone, which I was supposed to type onto my laptop, but I didn't have motherfucking time, goddammit. So let's go ahead and get into the E3 press conference of Sony and let you guys know my high points, what I most like about Sony's E3 press conferences. The first thing Sony came out and said that made people, go crazy. Sony made people go crazy a lot. I mean, Microsoft, like I said, Microsoft and Sony did a good job this year. It's real close. How people be giving a score of who did the best. I think it's a close one between Sony and Microsoft, to tell you the truth. Like, it's super close. So right when they came out, it was like, oh, here's a game that you guys were highly anticipating that we showed a few times, and here it is. People were speculating that it might not be here. It's scrapped. It's no more. The Last Guardian. If you ever play Ico and Shadow of the Colossus, you would like The Last Guardian. It's a take on that. It's the same voice from the little boy and stuff. All those games are different from each other, but they all are the same. Let that marinate for a second. I mean, that's kind of hard. It's kind of hard to understand. But if you play Ico and then you play Shadow of the Colossus, or it don't matter which order you play, you understand. You realize that it's kind of in the same world. It kind of ties together. Those characters are kind of similar, but the games are different. I like the art style of it. Like I said, the art style is pretty much like Ico art style. They show some gameplay. I wish they would show a little bit more problem solving with the griffin/dog thing. I can tell the game's gonna be amazing, and you can see the parkour that he is climbing on a dog and stuff. That was real time. Even when the camera zoomed out, I can tell that was all real time. Like it has the same climbing ability like in Shadow of the Colossus. So it's gonna be a mixture of Shadow of the Colossus mixed with Ico in some kind of ways as far as gameplay and stuff like that. Next game, which I should have saved this game for last, but since I want to do just like my Microsoft impressions of E3 2015, I want to go in order of what things were showed in order and what sparked my interest. But this game I'm about to talk about next is my favorite game shown, my favorite new IP. Out of all the new IPs shown, even out of some of the games that's coming out that's not a new IP, this has got to be one of my favorite things that was shown at E3, point blank period, at least out of the new IPs, and that is Horizon Zero Dawn. The gameplay looked amazing. The voice acting seemed to be on point. The story behind what you're doing inside this world, why is this another shooter, a third-person shooter, makes perfect sense. So when you get into certain genres, you got to be bringing it these days, because you got to top what's already out there. It's so much saturation when it comes to gaming, especially when it comes to like third-person games, shooter games and stuff. And this ain't really necessarily a shooter, but the story of this game is going to be ridiculous. It reminds me of Enslaved, which is a hit or sleep game. I was gonna pick it up on Steam recently, actually for $5. I heard a lot of people talking about it's a real good. Enslaved was a real good game, but it was a hit or miss game. So some reviews was like, oh, it's okay. This was back in the days. It's an old game, and it's based off I think it's based off a book or some kind of novel or something like that. But it reminds me of that game. But basically, the story of the game is like this, and they did a good job at telling the story. So here it is. So basically, how we discover pyramids and stuff, right? Try to figure out what happened within our last civilization that was here before us, and we looking at all kind of different stuff written on walls and discovering all kind of hidden cities underneath the sand and just all kind of stuff underneath the ocean, and trying to figure out what went on before us. That's what the game is. It's people that came after us, after we're all dead. All our cities are overgrown with wildlife and plants and corroded and stuff and falling apart. There's people that came after us that's trying to discover what we left behind. What we were about. Who were we? What is the stuff that we used to do when we were alive and stuff. But the only issue is the technology that we left behind ended up getting smart, and now it's patrolling our cities, which is not allowing the people to discover the city. They're keeping something hidden. There's something going on. They're roaming our city streets where us humans used to live and not letting nobody getting close to it. That's what the story is based around. They already had me at the fact that there's people that came after us. We're all dead. There's people that came after us trying to figure out what we were doing here, what our technology were about, what did our skyscrapers mean? What do these buildings mean? Like, why did they make these buildings? Why what is this car? Like, they didn't, like, it's not even a car to them. They're trying to figure out what the hell was this. That's how we are. Like, we always try to figure out what do the pyramids mean? What does the statue mean? And that's what it is. So I think they got a lot of opportunity to do with this game as far as story. And then you can tell as far as gameplay, it has that Monster Hunter feel to it and everything. It kind of reminds me of Avatar, the movie. It has that feel to it. You can tell that the girl, like in those types of gameplay, she was collecting like these little these things that was on the monsters, on the robotic creatures, or like robotic creatures mixed with like wild creatures, kind of, as far as the way they behave and the way they are. But she's collecting these things. I think that's going to be like part of like the life source of what you need to collect to stay alive or something like that. Something, I don't know, kind of like they probably might have that Lost Planet feel to it, where you got to collect these things to feed your people or to keep your people alive, because like, I don't know. It got, like I said, it got so much opportunity. This is my favorite game shown, hands down, as far as new IPs, and also outbeat some AAA games that I've seen that all of us are excited about. But I think this game, I don't want to overhype something, but if you haven't seen this game, go watch it. Look up Horizon Zero Dawn. If you don't got an imagination, then it's gonna go right over your head. You ain't gonna understand what they can do with this game and how good this game could be. I'm not gonna say is, because I don't want to speak too soon, but they show actual gameplay. They gave some of the story narratives. And let me move over to the next thing, before I'll be talking about this for like 5 minutes and end up making this video a super long video. But the last thing I'm gonna say is, this makes me want to get a PS4, even though I'm getting a PS4 anyways. But this makes me like, yeah, I want to get a PS4 soon. Make sure I get this damn game. Next thing, No Man's Sky, first gameplay on a PS4. I don't know if it was the first time on a PS4, but the debut gameplay more to the game itself was played on PS4 on a stage and stuff like that. This game is huge. Like I wrote in my notes. This is exactly what I wrote in my notes. The game is huge as fuck. So the guy on stage was showing the game, and like he zoomed to the map. He was like, okay, keep in mind that each one of these dots of light are suns, and each sun has, a solar system of planets around them. Let me zoom out. And each one of these planets are explorable. Let me zoom out and show you the scale of this game. He started zooming out. I'm like, damn. I thought he was about to stop. I thought it was going to be like, stop after like 4 seconds. It kept going. I'm like, this shit can't be realistic. Like, come on, man. Like, come on. Fuck no. Like, I was, that's exactly what my reaction. I was like, as he was kept zooming out, because I love astronomy. So I'll be always watching like space and stuff like that. And the only issue, or the only concern I have, is that everything is pre-rendered, like not pre-rendered, but randomly generated. Like all the creatures on each planet is randomly generated, which is good. The only way you're going to make a big game at that scope is if you spend 25 years making one game, so you can make sure everything is dynamic. Each planet has its own feel to it. Each planet has its own little missions and stuff. And it take them, for a game that size, how all those stars and solar systems and stuff that he was showing, it would take 25 years to make a game if you're going to make it actual dynamic without anything being randomly generated. So he showed how you can scan the planet and find new creatures and stuff, and people can come and visit that planet too if they happen to be there and stuff. I think it's going to be one of those exploration games where you can go there, you can befriend people, or you can like start fighting each other, and then creatures start coming trying to kill you. And he said everybody trying to make it to the center of the universe. I think as you get more and more to the center of the universe, the worlds start being more harder and harder. It's going to be required for you to go to a lot of these worlds and visit and collect materials, probably, so you can get more closer and closer to the center of the universe and stuff. But it's going to take like a long time, probably years, literally, in order to reach that. So they got a lot of good gameplay opportunity, but as far as story, I don't think they're going to be able to do too much with that, because randomly generated missions, if they do go with that, all it's going to do is be fetch quests. Oh, kill this creature. Oh, take down this amount of enemies. It's going to be hard to create a dynamic story wrapped around a random generated world, unless you create dynamic stories, but you randomly put them different places randomly. That's different. Then they can do that, like come up with like 200 missions or something like that, but randomly put them places, So they got a lot of opportunity as far as multiplayer, as far as co-op, as far as how everything goes. I can tell that when you look at each planet, some planets are gonna be exactly the same as a different planet, but it's gonna be probably this one has more mountains than this one, or this one has a different color palette than this one, or this one has no water and this one does, but it looks pretty much the same, or So I can't wait to see. Just let if it's a system actually does randomize stuff, like you might end up getting onto a planet that has like thousands of creatures everywhere trying to attack you all at once, because it's randomly generated. That's what I like about that. Like Minecraft, you randomly generate a world, you never know what you're gonna get, and that's what they're going for. Next thing, which I actually skipped, which was shown after Horizon Zero Dawn, which is the Hitman trailer. They didn't show no gameplay. I mean, of course, it had gameplay within the trailer, but it looks freaking real good. It looks really good. It reminds me of Hitman Blood Money, which is my favorite Hitman game, because, I know the ones that came before that was real good, even though I never really played those that much, and when I did, I didn't really like them. But Hitman Blood Money, that game was vicious. Like, I still remember that part where I went to this little, this is spoilers. If you haven't played Blood Money, I'm sorry, but it's this part where you go to a party and in the environments, it's like the Hitman game seems so real. Like, I was like, when you go into parties and parades and stuff, it feel like you're actually at a place. But I went to this little Christmas party and I had to take out this dude that was inside a jacuzzi. I had to take out two dudes. One dude was inside a jacuzzi and it was so hard to figure out this dude never really went nowhere. So I couldn't poison this drink. It was so damn hard to figure out how to kill him. I was trying to snipe him from far away, but even when I did, I got caught. So I'm like, how the hell can I take out this dude? I always kept on restarting the level because I hate getting caught. So I restart the level every single time. So this time when I restarted the level, I noticed that it was a see-through jacuzzi that's like hanging over like a balcony cliff. A see-through jacuzzi, like some glass at the bottom of the jacuzzi. I'm like, see-through jacuzzi, huh? Hanging over a cliffside, huh? Got my sniper, shot it, killed him and his two girls they was chilling with inside the jacuzzi all night. I'm like, damn, okay. I was like, okay, damn, okay, Hitman, this game is officially amazing. Like, you are a Hitman inside Hitman. Like, no joke. But the beta will be first on PS4. A lot of times when they show games that's coming out across all platforms, if they show it on a particular stage for a particular console, of course, all the content is going to be on that console first. You might as well, understand that. Now, another game, which I forgot all about, and somebody bring it up before the E3 press conference even started, Firewatch. And I was like, somebody had mentioned that, I think it was IGN. They were like, oh, you remember that game? Like, yeah, I wonder if they're going to show that again. And they did. And I was like, I don't remember that game from no damn other E3s. But then when I was watching it, I actually did. This is my second favorite new IP shown. They actually showed more than what they showed at the other E3s. I got to tell you, I got the chills. Like, the game is going to be funny, but at the same time, it's like, has that Alan Wake type feel to it. It gave me some certain parts. You guys probably went over your head, but some parts I can tell that you're gonna be inside this world by yourself, and pretty much you're a guard that's inside a tower, and you're watching out for fires inside the wilderness and stuff like that. And it's gonna take place in daytime, nighttime. You got this girl on the radio. You only hear her voice only. You never seen her ever, and she's giving you, she's talking to you and stuff, and the character that you play, he has a voice, and that's good. I don't mind him having a voice because it's actually funny, and it's this is a new IP, they're doing something. So they can go both ways. Have you not have a voice and have it seem like it's just you, but him having a voice making a story feel like more evolving. And the part where she's like, oh, where you at? And he's like, oh, I'm down here, discovering da da da. Like, so who's in the tower? And he looks at the tower, and then the trailer goes off. I'm like, that part, I don't know why. I don't know if it's just me, but that part kind of gave me the chills because I already know it's going to take place at nighttime. You're going to be it's going to be parts where you find, because I think at a different press conference or some kind of gameplay they showed, it was a nighttime gameplay, and he was like, he seen a fire that was off in the distance. He went down to discover it, and he was having a flashlight at night. I can tell that they're going to try to throw you off. It's going to be because he's kind of comedic, he's funny. So the character of your character is kind of it's going to make you feel like it's like a regular game. You're just walking around trying to figure out what's going on, but then they're going to hit you with survival horror out of nowhere. That's what I like. People like me, I see it coming because I'm a fan of the Twilight Zone. I'm a fan of Tales from the Dark Side. I'm a fan of horror games and horror movies. So I seen it coming. That's why it gave me the chills. I'm like, oh, this shit about to be scary as hell. It's gonna be normal in the first 5 hours, but watch, they about to just do something super crazy, and they're not gonna even show it. Hope to God they don't show no scary stuff inside none of the gameplay they ever show until the game comes out. Just keep showing little snippets just like that, and just surprise the hell out of us, you know? Yeah, so, man, what other notes I got written down about this damn game? So, other stuff I written down, which I pretty much already covered, deep story-driven game, and maybe even scary, you know? But I'm not going to say maybe even scary. Like, I think it is going to be scary. Next thing up, which also was talked about, you know, that, oh, this might be at E3, the new DLC, you know, was rumored, and it's coming out, Destiny, The Taken King. You know, I thought it was like Destiny 2 for a second, when how they were showing a trailer and stuff, but The Taken King. And I gotta, you know, even though Destiny don't have a super deep dynamic story, I gotta take my hat off and to Bungie, and the reason why is because the gaming community, as far as shooters, started being oversaturated with online only multiplayer competitive gaming. Like, nobody cared about single player, nobody cared about playing with your friends, co-op, none of that. Destiny single-handedly brought back co-op gameplay. I just realized this yesterday. They bring back co-op gameplay shooters with your friend. You know, they single-handedly bring it back. Look how many people take Destiny so serious when it comes to like playing with their friends, doing raids and doing story missions, high strike missions and all that kind of stuff like that to collect loot, and then go to multiplayer to use their loot that they collected and go right back to the story and defeat bosses and stuff like that with their friends all damn day long. Nobody have ever done that inside a shooter, play co-op with their friends in a long time besides just competitive multiplayer. Like, there's been oversaturated with just multiplayer, no story inside games. It's all multiplayer. You know, I think that's why Bungie didn't focus strictly on a single player, you know, hiring super good voice actors and crafting this dynamic story that's going to take them a couple million more dollars if they did that, you know, because they know that, okay, we're just going to give them enough story content to where it feels like a story, but, you know, people still focus on their shooter games as far as multiplayer and stuff like that. But we're going to throw in a lot of cool stuff as far as single player and stuff. But I think Destiny 2 need to be focused just like it need to be a Mass Effect mixed with Destiny. That's what it needs to be, Destiny 2. It needs to be a super deep story, like have you like sucked in and stuff. No homo, no pun intended, you know. But yeah, I keep going on my laptop thinking I got stuff written on my laptop. It's on my phone. Next game. Now, this game right here surprised everyone. Everyone been talking about they want this game. I like how they didn't say anything like that. Like, oh, here's a game. I think, did they say that? I don't think they ever said, I don't think they said, oh, here's a game that everybody wanted for years and years and years, and now it's finally coming out. They said that about other games. I don't think they said that about this. I don't think, if I'm remembering correctly. But anyways, I thought it was Deus Ex. You know, everybody's talking about new Deus Ex. I think it's already been announced and confirmed. So I thought it was Deus Ex, like a new Deus Ex game. Man. So I was watching it. I'm like, okay, Deus Ex. I even typed it on my notes because a lot of stuff they were showing at E3, people didn't know. I already knew. I was already typing it down. Okay, this is that game. This is The Last Guardian. Okay, let me type that down. So I was watching it. Okay, yeah, this looks pretty good. Yeah, it's like a cool Deus Ex game. They're coming out with a little, you know, it's looking good. Okay, I like how the cutscenes look. This shit looking real clean. But, you know, Deus Ex always looked this good. I was really thinking all that inside my mind until I saw that sword. Y'all don't hear me. For you people out there that play all these new games only, y'all don't know about the old school RPGs and stuff like that. Y'all don't know what sword I'm talking about. Y'all do not even know. Y'all don't even know what the hell sword I'm talking about. Any fan of this in particular game, all you got to do is see the handle of the sword and you know what the hell game it is. Excuse my French, excuse my expressions. Final Fantasy motherfucking 7 re-motherfucking made. On the motherfucking PS4, completely remastered, redone, cutscenes, gameplay, everything remade. All the fans been asking for the shit for years. Millions of people that have been playing the game, that this game literally single-handedly started making me like turn-based RPGs. I hated RPGs at first. Those in particular RPGs. I couldn't fucking stand turn-based RPGs. I used to always talk shit about them when I was younger. But my dumb ass didn't know what the hell I was talking about until I played Final Fantasy VII. That was the first Final Fantasy game I ever played. And ever since then, I love turn-based RPGs. I started playing the hell out of turn-based RPGs. Like, I started really digging into RPGs a lot. Like, that game literally kind of changed my life. And it's like, y'all don't even know. You know, like, here you watch your favorite TV show. Like, this game single-handedly made us gamers feel good that we're gamers. That we all these people that play games and shit. Well, y'all watch our little TV shows and shit and get excited about Twilight and, you know, and get excited about Game of Thrones and all kind of stuff and go crazy at Comic-Con over these freaking stars and shit. It's the same thing with our games. We're like, these games are not just Pong anymore. Like, doom, doom, doom. It's not Miss Pac-Man. Bum, 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 bum. No motherfucking more. These games actually have deep dynamic story, like something that really sucks you in and makes you feel like you're involved with that story. It makes you feel like you're reading a book that you're interacting with. and you're making the decisions within that book. That's what's so wonderful and beautiful about Final Fantasy VII. One of the best is the best. Not fuck that one of the best type shit. Like I said, excuse my French, excuse my expressions. I don't give a damn. Like, it is the best Final Fantasy VII ever. I mean, Final Fantasy game ever made. Point blank motherfucking period. Don't care what the hell you got to say. Remade. People been asking for it. The only thing, a lot of people, even at work, came up to me. Oh, I know you seen that. I know you seen that remake. I know you seen that. They didn't even say what it was. They was like, I know you seen it. Yeah, I seen it. Yeah, that game. Yeah, like, man. Hallelujah. Thank you, Jesus. That's all I got to say. That's the God had to do that. That was God doing. It's like, let me stop. But you know how long people been wanting this game? Like, I've been really fantasizing about this a long time ago. I forgot all about it. Like, I didn't forget about it, but it's just like, it's one of those like Valve type things where people want Half-Life 3 so damn bad. It's like one of those situations where like you kind of forgot about it over a lot of years, and then like this just blew my damn mind. I was just like, you should have heard the crowd. Like, people was jumping out of their seat going crazy. Like, I think probably a couple people probably fainted. I didn't do all that, but like, then like Cloud just walks past the camera and the sword is on his back, and bam, it's cut off right there. You don't have to even fucking show no gameplay. You don't have to. That's all we need. That's why I keep telling fucking punk ass fucking Gabe Newell, nigga. All you gotta do is get on stage. Here you go. That's all you gotta say. You don't have to even show no gameplay. Just show the Half-Life 3 logo. People be happy with that. I swear to God, people will be happy with the Half-Life 3 logo. That's it. They don't have to even see nothing else. People will go crazy like, oh my God, oh shit, Half-Life 3. You know, they don't have to be to see no gameplay, have to be to see nothing, just the logo. You know, that's how good Half-Life is, and that's how good Final Fantasy VII is, where people like me going crazy as fuck. Like, and I'm not even a super Final Fantasy nerd like that. No offense. I'm a nerd my damn self, but I'm not a Final Fantasy nerd that played through 7. I remember beat 7 yet. Like, I keep on replaying that game so many damn times. First I played it on my original PlayStation, then I played it on my PS Vita, and then like I restarted it on my PS Vita. Like, I haven't even beat the damn game. I haven't beaten not one Final Fantasy game in my life, but you know, imagine how the hardcore fans feel. They feel like this, but times a million. So yeah. Shenmue 3. Now me, I never played none of the Shenmue games. I know a couple people at work love the game series. This is another game. It went over my head because I never played the series. So when they announced this, people went crazy. Like, the guy got up on stage, the people were standing up taking pictures, like they was going completely nuts or whatever. Shenmue 3 Kickstarter. They trying to get the game done. It's up to the fans, and that's all they gotta do. Like, people bitching about, oh, it's gonna take us a such amount of money. Start a damn Kickstarter. There's millions of people that be wanting certain games, like certain sequels to games. A Kickstarter does not cost your punk ass nothing. You're not losing anything. You just don't want to do the work that it takes to make the game. I know you're busy doing other stuff. I mean, like, people be wanting certain videos from me. I be busy doing other stuff, but if I got the time to do it, I'm gonna do it. I mean, there's no excuse. If that's what the fans want and you're doing it for the fans, you know. And same thing with other companies. If they do if they like this Kickstarter, Shenmue Kickstarter, like, that game is gonna sell. I can see how the fans was reacting. I'm not a fan of it at all. I never played none of the games, but you know, I can tell that's a big game. So they also showed a little bit of the first gameplay for the Batman game that's coming out soon, Batman Arkham Knight, and on the PS4, running on the PS4. And I know the PS4 looks good, but it's kind of hard to believe it was on the PS4, but I'm pretty sure it was. And it looked so, like, when he walked inside that little diner, it looked freaking real. I'm like, this look good. This shit look good. I thought it was a damn cutscene at first. It kind of did incorporate a cutscene mixed with the gameplay, but it was actually gameplay. Like, man, I'm like, damn, shit look good. And it was just like first person and everything. You know, the game isn't inside first person, but like when you're inside that area, like, you know, you control the little police officer or detective or wherever you were, and you know, it looked real good. You know, so I'll be playing. I already got Arkham City. I'll be playing that first before I even touch Arkham Knight. But yeah, man. Project Morpheus VR, Sony's VR headset. Finally, you know, a VR headset. Finally, somebody shown some gameplay or announced that it's going to be like multiplayer, as far as you can play with other people with VR headsets and stuff. Like, they showed this 3v3 multiplayer game. I know some people going to be like, oh, that game looks like crap. You got to understand, VR can't, like, the lens and stuff inside there, even though some people got theirs with an OLED lens and OLED screens inside there, the resolution isn't that high inside there. And of course, they got a it just isn't that good. You know, they gotta have games that look like this normal looking games. They can't have like freaking Battlefield looking games. Like they could, 'cause I've seen people play like games, high demanding games like that look real good. But it's mostly these games that gotta be, you know, because it's gonna be scaled down because the screens ain't all that high, super high resolution and stuff from what I've been hearing. So that's why the games look like normal. And you don't even need a game looking super good anyways with all kind of stuff everywhere. Like the VR effect itself already does a good job all by itself from what I've been seeing from hundreds of people that from their impressions. Hopefully the stuff is at Comic-Con because, you know, of course I'll be going to Comic-Con, go every year. So I've been going every year since 5 years ago. So yeah, man, holla at your boy if you're there. Yeah, it's not hard to miss me. I mean, it's not hard to it's hard to miss me, you know, because I'll be everywhere. Next thing, Sony partnering with Activision and the Call of Duty Black Ops 3 gameplay on the PS4. The gameplay looked, you know, okay. You know, nothing mind-blowing, you know, another Call of Duty, like as people say. But yeah, why do a lot of these Call of Duty games, like I said this inside my older videos, like why do you always gotta have a part inside a level where something happened, you crash and you fall down, you're getting up and the screen is buzzing? Like why the hell is that inside every single damn Call of Duty game besides the old ones? Like that shit is so, like, it's just, I knew that was coming. I like, watch, something's about to happen and he's about to fall down, or something about to blow up and he's gonna fall and he's gonna be buzzing, things gonna be buzzing, he's gonna get up, bring his gun up, cock his, you know, get his gun ready, you know, and step out into the city and start shooting stuff. That's exactly what happened. You know, are you seen it coming? That's why I haven't played the last 3 Call of Duties. I'm sick of just the money grab. You know, it's a market, so you know they're making their money. But I'm come on, man, come up with something more innovative. I know Black Ops 2 was great. I heard a lot about that, and you know, the other Call of Duty game. But I haven't even picked up the last 3 because I'm just playing real games lately. It's like, nah, let me stop playing. But you know, Call of Duty is an amazing, fun ass, fast paced arcade shooter style game, and fun as hell. You can't deny that it's not fun. You know, you can hate on Call of Duty all you want. It's fun as hell. That's all that matters. Oh, it's fake. You know, no bullet drop effect and stuff. And all these Battlefield fanboys. I love Battlefield as well. But, oh, fucking fake ass game. All these millions of people that play Call of Duty. So what? Go play your fucking Battlefield. We having fun over here. Yay. You know, go ahead. Talk shit. Like, that's how it is. Call of Duty is fun as hell. You know, but I just haven't picked up the last 3 because I wasn't with that Call of Duty every year type stuff. I already told you guys a long time ago I'm gonna stop supporting that. But now they're doing this 3-year development cycle, or 2 years, something like that. 3-year actually. So, you know, and I got tired of Call of Duty looking like asshole when everything else is looking like super good, way 10 times better than Call of Duty because they're trying to maintain that 60 frames per second, you know. But anyways, as far as some of the key features, you're able to choose your weapon before each level inside the game. Co-op with friends, you know, just like the Call of Duty World at War was co-op, you know, so you can be co-op with friends and stuff like that. The gameplay, like I said, the gameplay looked okay, and all the map packs and the beta coming out first on the PS4. You know, normally Microsoft outbuys, you know, Activision, and always had the Call of Duty stuff on their console first. Oh, first on Xbox and stuff. Now, you know, Sony did the same thing. Hey, now our platform's the Call of Duty platform, which it's not. If it's, in my opinion, oh shit, about to break my damn laptop. In my opinion, if it's coming out across everything, it don't really matter if it's coming out first. You know, it's coming out for everything anyway. So it's like, it's not like your console is not the best place to play it. It all depends on your user interface, your install base, you know. But, you know, I mean, I know what they're doing. When you show gameplay first on your console, it's going to make these gamers want to get your console first. Map packs first on your console, beta first, especially the beta first on your console, is going to make people happy that they got your console and be more faithful to your console and stuff. But me, I'm a universal gamer, so that's why I got the name Universal Gamer, because I play everything. So I play across all platforms with games, Xbox and Sony. Next thing, Star Wars Battlefront gameplay. Looked freaking gorgeous. I couldn't believe that, like, the animations I was seeing was looking so freaking smooth and stuff like that. I don't know, was that? Oh yeah, PS4 gameplay, obviously. I'm talking about Sony. But it was hard. That was another game that was hard to believe was on PS4. Like, it looked so damn smooth. The graphics look real clean. People like DICE and stuff do a good job at their animations. Like, they do a good job making it seem like it's the actual character moving, like you're playing like a live action movie. Like, that's what I feel like. They were like, I was watching like something that's like live action, even though it's actual gameplay, but it looks live action the way the characters are like falling back and like their limbs are like actually flexible, like they're like actually moving in your characters, and like the way they like it gives that human life feel to it. So they did a good job at that, you know. And like I said, it looked good while having those clean animations. So I like that. And the last thing, sorry for this video being super long, but you don't have to go into detail about each motherfucking game, goddammit. And the last thing is Uncharted 4. Now, a lot of people saying Uncharted 4 is looking ultra good. To me, it's looking okay. You know, and well, it's looking more than okay. It looks way better than the original games. I wouldn't say way. It looks real good. But a lot of people have been saying like the game looks like ultra good. Like to me, it didn't. You know, it looks real good. It looks good. It don't look ultra good. I don't know what people are seeing that I'm not seeing. Like I love Uncharted. Trust me, I got all the games, all of them. Played through them. I played through all of them multiple times. The first one I played through like three, 4 times. I even got the one on PS Vita still. So second one I'm actually on my third gameplay, playing it on hard and stuff like that with some of the little stuff unlocked, the little character models and stuff unlocked that you can play with. And then Uncharted 3, I played through that twice. Played through it once regular and once inside 3D. But yeah, man, it's just looking like just a step up, you know, just like the Gears of War game and just like other games that's coming out on the next gen consoles. It's a couple of steps up, but it's not nothing like, damn, this is mind blowing. That's what people are reacting though to it, like it's like mind blowing to me. I don't know if I'm seeing something different, but anyways. When they first were showing that at the press conference, they was having technical difficulties. They had to start the little thing, the little demo gameplay all over again, which was no big deal. You have technical difficulties, but I hate when that happens as well. When I'm out filming, sometimes something happens and my camera's acting stupid or my microphone start like not working out of nowhere or something like that. I'm like, all these times I film all these videos and it's been working. Now all of a sudden it doesn't want to work. And, you know, stuff like that happens. So I didn't really make a big deal. But, you know, fanboys, oh, that's why your fucking demo didn't work. And, like, shut the hell up. You guys, too many dumbass people out here. Like, it's a damn game. Like, it's not like we're going to war or something. Like, people act like it's, like, real life or something. But the animations that I seen, though, are on point, you know. Real smooth animations. The little village that they were in or town or whatever looks real good. The driving, you can drive inside the game now. That was amazing. That should have been inside the Uncharted games, but it felt like you were playing, like they did a good job with the driving, because you know how Nathan Drake, you were playing and you're going through all this action, you're jumping around, you're doing all this parkour. It felt like you were doing the same thing but inside a car, and that's actually good, on point. It wasn't really completely open when you were driving. You had these different paths you can go down, just the mayhem and stuff. But in my opinion, for this game, I think they should have went more dark. I think they should have made it more realistic, because like it's just too. It's Uncharted is amazing. I love it. One of my favorite new school platforming, you know, third person games. You know, but it's starting to get too unrealistic. Like it's not believable. You know, it's like you running from this mob inside a car and they shooting at you with a machine gun on the back of a car, and Nathan Drake's like, whew, made it out of that one, you know, like he's like, if I was just got getting shot at with a fucking big ass machine gun, like, I'll be going crazy. Like I don't see how the hell you like, oh, whew, made it out of that. Are you alright? Yeah, well, we're still here, you know what I mean, we're doing fine, you know. No, hell no. That's just too unrealistic. You be losing your damn mind if that was real. Like you freaking going crazy. I'm not saying like make the character go all crazy and nuts, but I'm like, make it realistic to where like you damn near lost your damn life, and like you make the character realize that. Like don't make it like, oh, making jokes and stuff after just getting shot at and damn near got killed. Or driving over hills and jumping over buildings and stuff inside a vehicle, damn near can flip over at any time and die and stuff at any moment. At any moment, Nathan Drake can die inside his games, like any moment, and getting shot at with shotguns and shit and grenades and stuff, and all these people shooting at you, and he making jokes while he's fighting. Like it was cool at first, but this one they should have went more realistic. They should have had it more like it feels like more real. Now it doesn't really feel, I don't believe the game. Like it doesn't feel like you're actually people trying to kill you. You know, it just feels like, you know, Nathan Drake makes it, and it's funny. His commentary is funny. It's cool, but I think for this one, it should have been more darker, especially when with Sully or whatever inside the other games. Like he started getting tired of all that stuff, and his character started getting real serious. Like Drake, we gotta, you know, it's comes a point at one time we gotta like call it quits with all this crazy shit. You know, now he's back with Nathan Drake, and like they're both like, hey, we're getting shot at, whoop-de-doo, hey, oh, look at these bullets coming at us, oh, I almost shot my damn ass off, but hey, I still got my ass cheeks, so let me crack a joke. It's like, no, be real, like, especially with, like, I started getting more deeper inside it, because Sully made you open up your eyes, like, dude, you're trying to hunt these fucking treasures, and you damn near getting your head shot off. I'm done with this. I can't keep doing this shit, man. I'm too old for this. I ain't trying to die and stuff, like, come on, man, like, you doing too much, but, you know. But now they going right back to how it used to be, and it's cool. Like I said, it's cool. Don't think I'm giving it hate, but I just feel like personally it should have went more realistic, you know. So with that said, man, it's been your boy, Universal Gamer. Thank you guys for watching my E3 2015 Sony's press conference impressions. Look it up. Go check out my Microsoft one if you haven't seen that one yet. Thank you guys for watching. Give it a thumbs up. I've been doing a lot of screen capture and green screen editing and stuff. So I really appreciate the thumbs up. And if you guys would share the video, yeah, I'm begging. Damn it, this shit is hard work. I'm sweating right now. Damn it, this shit is hard. I'm tired from work. Freaking barely got any sleep, and I'm up already doing this, and have to watch the E3 press conference. I don't really think I'm gonna get this Nintendo's. Like, I haven't watched Nintendo's press conference. I had to choose sleep over, typing up notes and stuff for my gaming show. So, I'll probably add that to my Gamers Tube cast in like a week and a half when I film that in like a week, roughly a week. But other than that, man, thank you guys for watching. Thank you for all you guys' support, and I'm out. Peace, nigga. The universal gamer, the universal gamer, the universal